Hello there. Since I've been watching a lot of different movies, and I just decided, you know what, might as well start doing reviews on every single one. I'm someone who grew up with the TV series, the BBC miniseries of Pride and Prejudice. So it's hard to go from something that basically tried to include all the details from the book to the movie. But the movie, Pride and Prejudice.
That's right. I'm about to monologue, son. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
At this point in time, I sound like a broken record because every time I know something about the book or a longer series or something like that, I always complain about what's done wrong with it. But it's just like, I will talk about Pride and Prejudice. It's actually tastefully done. Instead of focusing on every character, you just focus on the main one. Shoot, I already forgot her name. Elizabeth? I think? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe. I know Mr. Darcy. I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's one of those things that are just like, it just slips out of my mind. I do that all the time. I'm not great with. Yeah, I normally remember characters' names. The actors and actresses, I normally completely forget. But it's kind of strange going from, the original Mr. Darcy to this actor here, and it just doesn't sit right with me. Of course, the Pirates of the Caribbean chick. Shoot. Everyone's going to hate me for this. How did I get her name? Whatever her name is. She actually does a really good job. I actually do enjoy her in the role. It does actually fit better than the previous actress they had because nowadays makeup can do much more to make people look much, much younger than previously it looked like it was a... You know what? I'm not gonna insult anybody. I'm stepping on a slippery slope here to insulting people. Yeah, I'll just say it was well done. I really did enjoy the film. The romance, of course, is very obvious, but at the same time, you always love a story where it's two personalities that are so alike, so at war, because they are so alike. It's one of those things just like, it makes sense. It makes sense when you step back and think about it, why they got off to such a rocky start, as they both have the same kind of mentality. Extremists. That always has a bad ring to it, but they both have extreme opinions. They both have extreme thoughts. Their first reaction to someone will always be their strongest anchor, even though they're not willing to accept the fact that, this person actually is kind, this person is perfect, even though one's realized their mistake and tries to show them more and more and more leniency. It's just like, I was wrong, let me apologize. Trying to do it in different ways, trying to show respect, trying to hide his actions behind. It's just like one of those incredible tales, basically someone who realized their mistake and tries to rectify it as best they can because they realize that that's the only one they could ever see themselves with. I do enjoy these movies. I'm starting to get more sappy, I guess, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, after watching Twilight, I don't think I can get much lower. And Pride and Prejudice is a great classic book. I still love the original because, honestly, me and my brothers learned most of our table manners from Mr. Bennet. wiping our mouths with a tablecloth. They didn't include that in the movie, sadly, but there was just all these little details about him that were just hilarious. It's just one of those things, just like, you always compare, and I don't like that. It's always difficult to try and grasp everything in a film. I'm one of those people who believe if something's done, they need to do it right again. If it was done well the first time around, don't shorten it to a film, keep it a series, because just like me, as much as I like seeing the Count of Monte Cristo in film, the only way to do that right is to do it as a miniseries, because there's no way you can get all the little details, the entirety of the story of that, 2,000-page book into an hour and a half, 3-hour movie. No, it'd have to be done like an 8-hour series, 9 hours, 10 hours, the entire season. But still, it's just like one of those things that it's like you need to do, unless you just pick one thing to focus on. And this one, it's just like they really picked. Crap, I forgot her name. They just picked the two main love story. They just focused on that. They didn't focus on many of the side characters. They did show little snippets, like the parents. Absolutely loved them. They were great in the original series, and they're great here. I don't have much to say because it's a romance, and I'm trying to make these quicker, more upbeat, more faster, and I feel like I've already crossed a few lines. offending a few people who are probably bigger fans than me. And it's just like, maybe I'm not the right person to be talking about this. I love the film, but I still would prefer to watch the series. But if you don't have much time, yeah, the film is a great way to actually get what you want out of it. It has the majority of the story there. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.